Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Titán del 86. Here you will find everything from your favorite characters, from anime, series, or movies, such as figures, statues, trading cards, and other limited special edition items. I will show you everything that is included. For example, we will discuss the design of the box, how it's packaged, the design of the figure, the articulation points, the accessories that are included, and we will see our favorite characters in special scenes. And you never know, you might see other characters make special guest appearances, so you can decide whether it's worth getting or not. Subscribe and join me on new weekly adventures. Now let's start the show. Let's go. Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Titán del 86, and today from Dragon Ball Z and S.H.Figuarts, I present to you Yamcha. This is Earth's foremost fighter, which I don't know if they're trying to make fun of Yamcha or not, because if you recall, in every fight he went on, he always got dogged. In every single fight I've seen him. I don't know why they did that to the character. I think he deserves more justice. But here it is as a Tamashii Nations web exclusive release in the brown box. Looking at the front of the box, you have an attacking pose of Yamcha. Looking through the window, you can see the figure. He looks really amazing. On the back side of the box, you have Yamcha doing several action poses, and here you also have him going up against Dr. Gero, aka Android 20. They even made it dramatic with that background. On the last side of the box, you have close-up shots of Yamcha in black and white. Yamcha comes in one blister pack. Upon opening the box, he does have a strong scent of paint, so this must have just came from the production line. Here you can see the expressions, the different hand gestures, as well as the accessories for Android 20, aka Dr. Gero. And this is the 360 of Yamcha, straight out of the box. For this figure, this is basically how he appeared during the Android saga at the beginning. On his outfit, you can see the Turtle Hermit insignias, both on the front as well as in the back. Just following the similar outfit that Goku and Krillin both wear. This in honor of Master Roshi, which gives you the heritage from them when they first met in Dragon Ball, especially since Yamcha was one of the earlier characters that Goku met. If you like what you're seeing, don't forget to leave your like, subscribe to the channel, and share the video. Yamcha had basically gotten a new hairstyle compared when he first showed up in the Saiyan saga as well as the Namek, so he went from the long hair to the short hair. I really like this look for him. I think throughout Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, he always had the long hair, but I think here, he started kinda going back to the short hair style. Follow me on IG at Titán del 86. It would have been really nice if this figure would include Por. Maybe we'll get Yamcha from when he first appeared in Dragon Ball, and maybe that's the one that comes with Por. Now let's check out some articulations that come with Yamcha. He's got good head movement, good arm rotation. This is as the arms go, just similar to what we've seen with the Goku figures. The sleeves of his uniform get in the way. He does have somewhat of a good travel towards the center of the chest, but again, once you do that, the shirt starts to break for him. Good 360 on the bicep. Here's the 90-degree on the elbow. Good rotation on the wrist, but again, the armband limits the up and down travel. This as far back as you're going to get the arms. Somewhat good of a chest travel. Good torsional rotation. The belt loop rotates. Here's the split. This is as high as the leg goes. This is as far back. Here's the leg rotation. There's the knee. 360 on the foot. There's the toes. It's got somewhat of a side movement, more towards the outer than the inner. And there you go. Yamcha, Earth's foremost fighter. Shares a lot of traits with the Goku figures as far as movements go. Here's a quick close-up of all the expressions that come with Yamcha, as well as the accessory hand for Dr. Gero, aka Android 20. The first expression is an action expression of Yamcha with the mouth open where he's yelling. The second one is the neutral one where he looks serious. The next one is a grunting expression where he looks really intense. And finally, the last one is another accessory for Android 20. This is to recreate the scene where Android 20 grabbed Yamcha and started draining the energy and then stabbed him at the end. So this is basically the main accessory that comes with this particular Yamcha. It is basically aimed at that particular scene. And if you look closely, you can see the expression of Yamcha where he is very scared. I really like the details that they put on all these expressions of Yamcha. It really captures the scars that he gained throughout his many fights through Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. The details are really marvelous. In this scene, I have Yamcha doing Wolf Fang. Here I give him the neutral expression since he's just prepping up for his attack. If you recall from Dragon Ball, that was Yamcha's #1 attack, and it was also his specialty. This is when he would charge the enemy and eventually he would turn into a wolf and he would hit the enemy with a bunch of ferocious attacks using his wrist. I think over the years Yamcha developed that attack into creating several variants. Let me know in the comments, what are you thinking of this Yamcha figure? On his back you can see that he's still sporting the Turtle Hermit sign from Master Roshi. I would have really liked to have seen more articulation down by the ankles, since his character is really agile when it comes to fighting. If you like what you're seeing, don't forget to leave your like, subscribe to the channel, and share the video. I'm actually surprised that they gave us another Yamcha figure from S.H.Figuarts. This was one figure that I was not expecting, just considering how they treated Yamcha once Dragon Ball Z really got going, especially after the Android saga. They gave them a very low supporting role. Follow me on IG at Titán86. For this scene, I gave Yamcha the expression that shows the teeth glinting. He is doing a flying kick. I added the effect part just so you can see how strong this kick is going to be, because he is Earth's foremost fighter. If you recall from the episodes, Yamcha was more into the martial arts as far as hand-to-hand combat versus using special techniques. He didn't always win after the Kamea wave or any other techniques that require energy. He always fought his foes hands-on, and this kinda just goes to prove it. I think almost out of every one of the Z fighters, he was the one that preferred the most hand-to-hand combat, which usually didn't turn out good for him, but he had the skills. If you like what you see, don't forget to leave your like, subscribe to the channel, and share the video. Let me know in the comments, what are you thinking of this Yamcha figure? For some reason, he always reminded me of Bruce Lee. Just when he was fighting his foes, he would always do the cartwheels and use his agility just to get the best out of his foes. He had a bunch of decent good techniques. I recall he was very light on his feet. He always preferred the hand-to-hand combat, usually using flying kicks and straight head-on punches. Overall, this figure looks really amazing. The articulation points are not bad. They don't really limit. I would have just loved to have seen more flexibility in the figure, just considering Yamcha always did those very hands-on fighting poses, which I think the figure has limits when it comes towards the legs. For this scene, I have Yamcha doing another one of his powerful kicks. I added the effect part just to show the intensity. Here you can see that with all that strength, it went and it broke the section of the stage. I gave them the action expression. There you have the announcer basically cheering Yamcha on of how strong he is, because again, he is Earth's foremost fighter. I really like all the details on this figure. It perfectly captures Yamcha as he showed up in the Android saga. Down to the very details, this is a perfect sculpture of him. He does look a little plain, but overall the figure is very solid. The articulations could have been better, but they're not bad. I would have still liked for him to have more articulation towards the ankles and all that stuff, just to give you those dynamic poses that Yamcha is capable of doing, especially if you really watch all his fight scenes. He is a very agile fighter. He might not always win, but his confidence is 100%. You gotta give him props for that. He always comes out overconfident. It's kinda like Vegeta's counterpart, if that makes sense. Except sometimes Vegeta, well, it's kinda the same really. I would say his personality with Vegeta's is somewhat in line. They're both overconfident, and they usually end up getting hurt. The only difference is that I think Yamcha gets it worse, just because he doesn't have the Super Saiyan powers that Vegeta does, which basically holds him back when fighting stronger foes. That's the one thing that Yamcha knows is his limits, where Vegeta doesn't. He still goes to strive more. So that's kind of where the two characters separate, but other than that, you can basically say that they're cut off from the same cloth. For this scene, I have Android 20 and Android 19 ganging up on Yamcha. This is the special accessory that came with this particular Yamcha, that is for recreating the scene where Dr. Gero grabbed Yamcha by the face and it started to drain his energy. Where he grabbed him by the mouth and Yamcha was trying to pull his arm away, but was not able to. You can really see the fear in Yamcha's eyes. I think they did a good job capturing this particular detail. And like you see here, if you already have 19 and 20, you can specifically recreate the scene. I gave Android 19 and 20 the serious expressions, but it's got their eyes looking at a particular way, where they're both looking to the right. Here you can really see a size comparison between Dr. Gero and Yamcha. If you like what you see, don't forget to leave your like, subscribe to the channel, and share the video. I don't know why out of all the accessories that they picked for Yamcha, they picked this one. I feel like they're making fun of him. But this is one of the most noticeable scenes from Yamcha in the Android saga. Other than that, I don't think he had any other key highlights. Follow me on IG at Titandel86. Let me know your thoughts on this Yamcha figure. I really wish he would have had more fighting scenes within the episodes as it got more towards the end. He kind of became more of a lesser character even further than Krillin did. He was always the first one to go and then the first one to go out. This is the scene where Dr. Gero took his right arm and struck Yamcha right through the heart. This is the accessory that came with Yamcha that also complements Android 20. Just so you can recreate this special scene that was very tragic for Yamcha. If you like what you're seeing, don't forget to leave your like, subscribe to the channel, and share the video. I'm not sure if you are able to tell, but I gave Dr. Gero the expression where he's got the grin. Similar matching to Android 19 that's got the evil smirk. While Goku and Krillin have just joined the scene, and you can see Goku's angry expression as well as Krillin's. This scene really set the mood for the Android saga, just to show you that they were cold-blooded killers, that they really didn't care about anything, other than the destruction and the revenge for Dr. Gero. One thing to note, the accessories that come with Yamcha, they basically clip on by the lower section of the shoulders. It's got little hooks on it so you can snap them in. for my figure, and let me know if you have this figure, if yours is different. But the one in the front was a lot looser than the one in the back. The one in the back, I kind of had to stretch it out a little bit just to make it snap. You probably want to be careful, so this isn't one thing that you can be able to snap on and off repeatedly, as it seems very fragile and it could eventually break off. Overall, the Yamcha figure is really good to have in your collection, especially if you're a Yamcha fan. I know he gets dogged a lot, and basically, I don't know why, but it seems like a pun now, where they just made him out to be a goofball. He's very arrogant and cocky, but he's not as strong to back it up. This is all I have for you today. If you like what you're seeing, don't forget to leave your like, subscribe to the channel, and share the video. And I'll see you next week with a brand new one. Thank you and bye.
Oh no! Yamcha!